Hi guys, and welcome once again to Straight Bat with Golf News and Mr. Cricket UAE. And welcome to Anis. We'll go straight to you. I mean, that was a bit of a thriller. It looked like it would go either way, but we'll first of all we'll say hello to our guests, sorry, and then we'll talk about the game.
Yeah, thank you, Matt. Hello, Sham. Hello, Satish, and hello to both the fans. Today's game threw a lot of surprises. Surprises in the sense we all expected RCB to beat Punjab, but now because of RCB winning, there is a fight for the top two. I'll come to that little on the later half. But with KKR winning, now there are three teams in the race, which is KKR, RR, as well as Mumbai Indians. So none of them are ruled out. Even Punjab has an outside chance, but they look to me as the team which looks uncertain. But you're right. Both matches, out of which I believe the morning match was much closer. The evening match, we knew where it was heading towards.
Yeah, and obviously, poor old Sunrisers. We've got a Sunrisers fan with us obviously tonight, but we'll go. Sham, can you give us a quick rundown?
Yeah, I mean, initially when Calcutta restricted them to 115, I thought maybe it's going to be a completely one-sided match. But I didn't actually factor in the fact that the pitch had slowed down considerably, making stroke making very difficult actually. And you could see how the Hyderabad bowlers actually throttled them actually. And full marks to Shubman Gill for playing that sheet anchor role. And even when the pressure got too high, he released it with 3 boundaries. And I think after that, I think Calcutta never looked back.
Okay, and Satish, your take on obviously your boys got a lose. You got a loss yesterday, but you're still top of the table. DC are looking good. I mean, we always talk about that a team never gets cut away. I think we're looking at a team getting cut away this season.
At the top of the table, it looks nice and close, and Bangalore winning is making it a little bit more interesting because now only 2 points are separating the top 3. But if I think today's the second game, though it was a wonderful game, Gill was in good form. He came back into form, and I expected Venkatesh Iyer to show some restraint and get some good scores against the very good qualitative bowling, which would have given him much more confidence than what he has actually done instead of playing a shot too early. But nevertheless, this is a match of just interest to, like for the record, basically. And it has also given Kolkata the good chance of moving up. But what is happening is with Punjab losing the earlier game today, the fight is now between 3 teams instead of 4 for the third spot, or rather the 4th spot. Kolkata is now a little ahead. They have their nose ahead. But what is important is the next match is between Rajasthan and Mumbai. So both are in 10 points. And one of them, the winners, will certainly go closer to, that is, they will go to 12 points, which makes it the fight between Kolkata and the winner of the next game between Rajasthan and Mumbai, though there is a battle of the bragging rights tomorrow between Chennai and Delhi. But this is going to be crucial. The day after match, that is on Tuesday, between Rajasthan and Mumbai, will clearly tell us who has got a better chance into going to the playoffs.
Okay, and we'll go to our Sunrisers fan now. I mean, obviously it's hard to take. It's been a bit of a tough season. Where do they go? How do you go from here, and how do you pick up?
From here, I think we just have to, first go in a rebuilding stage where, we just have to go for some middle order batsmen in the coming up auction. And before that, I think for this season, I think still, 2 games are there. One is with RCB and one is with one match is with Mumbai. So as Mr. Satish was saying, the day after tomorrow game is a bit tougher, like who will be going in the playoffs. Then again, Mumbai have to play with Hyderabad also. The last match is with Hyderabad. So I think again, we are still the kingmakers in this playoff and in this IPL.
I was about to say
you can spoil somebody's party.
Yes,
So
yes,
far,
sure,
they
sure.
haven't spoiled anybody's party.
No, I think
Oh,
we
what
did for
the-
Rajasthan. I think
Oh,
we did for
kicking a man when
Rajasthan.
he's down. Oh,
I
that's
think they have beaten
brutal.
Delhi.
Still, you know, for
They are
Rajasthan is
spoiling
playing
their
for
own party.
first two spots. Then Rajasthan has this RCB has to play with us, and then Mumbai has to play with us. So I think
Okay.
still we can do
So you
something.
think you're going to beat them?
Still, if we are not beating, we are doing, you know, something good for the other teams.
Okay. But and also, was David Warner a mistake? Let's just think about that one.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
I saw David Warner. He's laughing in the stands today. Was he a bit of
Yeah.
an expensive mistake?
No, I don't think so. You know, he is just relaxed now. I think the season is over for him. Hopefully, he will come back stronger next year.
Okay. And Eniac, over to you. I mean, obviously, you guys are sorry, Abhijit. Sorry, you guys are winning, and you're right back in the race now. And how do you see it going from here?
That is to Inayat.
No, that is to Abhijit.
Abhijit.
Yeah,
is
Abhijit.
not-
Abhijit, is he there?
I don't think he is available here.
I think he
Okay,
dropped
sorry,
off.
sorry. All right, if it's not there, I'll go straight back to you then, Anis.
Yeah.
We can worry about that later if he joins us. Now, looking
Okay.
at standings, we've got three teams that look as though they're already pretty much in the guaranteed spots. We've got four
Chennai.
Yes.
chasing that magic fourth spot. RCB for once are looking quite strong and they're going to be in there. But I mean, Punjab, I think we could have thought that, you know, as when we joined the UAE, they would have probably been maybe written off. But now we look at Mumbai Indians sitting all the way down there in seventh. Tables do turn when you change and you split a season into two.
All right. Now I wanted to come back to what I discussed in the first half. Now, tomorrow there's a very crucial game between the table toppers, Delhi Capitals and CSK. Obviously, one team has to win and one team has to lose. But let's presume CSK wins. Okay, I'm sure Arjan will be happy if he listens to this.
I'm
That
taking
takes CSK to
hang on.
that takes CSK to 20 points.
Yeah.
Am I
Yeah.
right? Or
Correct,
if
correct,
Delhi,
Anis.
wins, Delhi goes to 20
Bear
points.
with me.
Okay.
Yes.
Either way, it doesn't matter.
Okay. So the point which I was trying to come to, RCB is finally catching up with the top two teams. So the loser, suppose even if he wins one match, he will only stay at 20. But RCB, if it wins the next two matches, they also go on 20. So there is a fight for the top two. It's still not ruled out.
No, but
Are you getting me, guys?
no,
Yeah.
Anis bhai, there is one more issue there. RCB has
Net
to play
run rate.
Delhi Capitals there.
So that's what I'm saying. So Delhi can lose both the games. It doesn't guarantee
Correct.
Delhi winning.
Correct,
Even if they win one game tomorrow and if they lose to RCB. So I have a
Correct.
feeling RCB might come in the top two. That's
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
was
possible.
about to say.
Correct, absolutely. You're right.
So
You're
it's not
absolutely right.
guaranteed that none of the three are not guaranteed of the top
RCB
two.
can still top the table.
Yeah,
Yes.
they could.
We're
They could.
talking about Chennai and Delhi, but RCB can still top the table.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the-
Very
they
good
could.
point.
And
Yeah.
the point which Satish mentioned, or one of the, I think the fans mentioned, that RR is playing, rather Satish mentioned, RR
Yeah.
plays with,
Mumbai.
we are talking Mumbai. So now,
Mumbai.
as a Mumbai fan, suppose Mumbai wins, and they will go on to win the last match, which is against, I'm afraid, not the party spoilers, but the team at the bottom, SRH. So Mumbai
Self
reaches
spoilers.
14.
Oh, he's
So
still
Mumbai
here,
reaches
man.
14. And
Poor old
KKR
Sunrisers.
has KKR, mind you, has a match with RR. So let's presume
Correct.
RR loses both his matches. So KKR and Mumbai are locked on 14 points. So we still don't know who is going to come on top. But the only advantage KKR has that their net run rate is in positive.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's very
Mumbai's
good.
net
Actually.
run rate is
I
bad.
wish I'd done my mathematical homework before this.
So it's
But,
very confusing.
Sham, how do you see it panning out?
I mean, it's very difficult because the permutations are, like Anis mentioned, is far too complex. Anything could happen. In the first three positions, we are not very sure, but we know the first three teams which will qualify. That is guaranteed. But in what positions they be,
Yes.
we cannot say for sure. But to me, at the moment, the most intriguing battle here is the battle for the fourth spot. KKR, like and he said, is still overwhelming favorite simply because of their better run rate. It's much superior than any of the other teams. So they should be highly fancy to take the spot. But then knowing T20 games, I wouldn't bet on that.
If you consider the fact that RR and Mumbai still have a game in hand.
Two games.
No,
Yeah.
no, I mean on they've got two games. They've got one game in hand on KKR and Punjab.
Correct.
Yes, correct.
So had they win, then you're going to have 4 teams tied on 12 theoretically.
That would be
but
fun.
Obviously,
That would be
obviously
fun.
they're
But
playing each other, so that's not going to happen. But what I mean is that there's 4 teams that potentially could be on 12 points.
True.
Yes.
Possible.
And
it generally has never happened, huh?
Yeah.
On 12 points.
because I mean, I was speaking to Satish the other day, and he said normally we never get one team cut away. Obviously, normally the bottom team is usually about 8 to 10 points. We've got one team cut loose. Sorry, Anias. But we've actually got one team cut loose today, so we have to do the math between 7 teams instead of 8.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more complicated than usual. So Abhijit, to come back to you very quickly.
Abhijit is not there. Matt.
Sorry, not Abhijit. Sorry, Inayat.
Inayat.
My notes are bad. Inayat, do we think that we talked about kingmakers, but do you think that if you were to toss a coin, if you were to toss a coin, who's going to take 4th place? Don't say Sunrisers.
Definitely Sunrisers will not be there, but I would like to go with the KKR for the 4th spot, because the way the youngsters are playing in that team, I like that.
And
I would like them to take the 4th spot.
Thank you. We'll quickly go back to Sham and then Anas. Sham, you spoke earlier today about the young Turks coming through and the guys that we've seen like Dubé and people like that. Is this been an eye-opener of a tournament for the future?
No, I think this has been a trend, but the thing is more so this year because we had some real good talents coming through. But like Gaikwad and Jaiswal was there last year also. But the thing is, they got only a handful of chances, and even the chances they got there, they couldn't perform well. So this is the tournament which the talents are seen in full bloom actually. So, but we have had seen people like Karthik Tyagi, then Sakaria and Shivam Mavi all come through last year. Even Nagarkoti came last year. Nagarkoti had a look in this year. So there are plenty of youngsters coming through every year. But this time, last year it was the bowlers which were in focus. Now this is the time for the batsmen to take the limelight.
Cool. And obviously with Anis, with the World Cup coming up, I know you mentioned a few times about
India.
People missed the trick by calling the squads too early. Is there anyone that if you were, let's say you were selector, who would you bring in?
I'll be very upfront. In the batting, I'll replace Ishan Kishan with Shreyas Iyer for sure. And in the bowling, I'll replace Bhuvi with Shardul Thakur. I would love to replace one more spinner. I want Chahal keeping in his mind his current form, but that's how do you get him because he's not in the 18.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether you can sneak in. Sham, any idea? Sham, Satish, you all know probably much more.
I think
Yes.
you can get them in. I don't think that they have named the standbys and all that. I think there is no hard and fast rule that you can't, isn't it, Sham?
There is a time till October 10, but the thing is, they are unlikely to change because for the simple fact they will have to admit that they made a mistake in choice. But the thing is, in the interest of the team, they should follow their pride and make the change if it is necessary.
Correct.
So we all agree that Chahal should come and replace Rahul Chahar.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Correct.
And what about
Correct.
Kumar to be replaced?
Given the World Cup in Dubai, I think he should be given a chance.
Well, I'm Scottish, so I have no opinion. We're still going through the qualifiers.
Matt,
We're
as a
going to
squad,
have
you
to
should be
wrap it
happy
up,
with the
guys.
team selection now because we
Yeah.
have kept some informed players out, so you can fancy your chances.
Oh no, it's very typical. Scotland were playing yesterday, and the game was a tie because it was raining. What a shock! That's why we don't play cricket. It always rains. Yeah. So thanks, guys, and again, as usual, we'll be back tomorrow. And just always go to golfnews.com, log on for all the live, all the previews, all the reviews, all the analysis, and all the comments. And thanks everyone for joining us tonight.
Matt, sorry, I'm just cutting you.
Yep.
I just want the opinion of the two media guys. Sham, your 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, because tomorrow is the deciding game for the 1, 2.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I mean, I would this time I wouldn't. I would keep it straight, saying that it will be CSK, the Delhi Capitals, RCB, and KKR.
Sham, Satish.
So I'll go with a slightly different order. My two teams, which I said they will come into the final. So I'm putting them as the top two: CSK, RCB. Then comes Delhi Capitals, and then the fourth KKR.
I probably
I will go
yeah.
with Satish.
we all don't know what's going to happen. We'll have to wait and watch. Yeah.
But this is a good to have a little fun and predict, isn't it?
Yeah.
The
Yes.
predict the winner
And
contest.
it's okay.
Yes.
Okay. You asked everybody. What about you?
All right. I'll make a little twist. I'll take in Mumbai inside as the fourth team. But I'm
Ask
going
everyone
with
and not get asked
yeah.
yourself.
Very optimistic.
I'll go with the first team, obviously CSK. Second team, RCB. Third, Delhi. And fourth, I'm pushing Mumbai in.
Okay, good luck,
Ooh,
Manish bhai.
seven. Interesting.
Actually, I
You
was
never know.
expecting that from you, Mr. Ravi.
It's still possible.
Still
Absolutely,
possible.
absolutely
Yeah.
possible. And
Yeah.
everybody's fate is in their own hands. You cannot
Yeah.
say it
Okay.
is in somebody else's hand.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, quickly, because
And
we put everyone on the spot, Anis, quickly before we wrap up, NEF, you're going to have to put yours in as well.
Sorry?
Lost the sound.
Put
pick
your
your four.
top four.
Top four, I will go with Satish. Like first will be Chennai, then second will be the RCB, then third will be DC, and fourth will be the KKR.
KKR.
Okay. I just
I
thought
just
you'd
don't
have a
want
minute
Mumbai
to think
inside.
about
So
it.
just
playoff.
record this, okay? Who comes right? Let's see.
I just don't want Mumbai inside the playoff.
They can be
Yeah,
No, if
that
they-
makes it dangerous for the others.
Yes, if
exactly,
Mumbai, I
exactly.
keep saying this. If Mumbai makes the playoff,
Absolutely.
then they will
Absolutely.
win.
Absolutely.
And my comment is okay. So there we go. All right. I'd like
What's
to say,
your comment?
guys,
Matt, as a
Okay.
Scottish, who's coming in?
I think DC will top. I think
Uh-huh.
Chennai will be second. I think RCB will be third, and KKR will be fourth.
Okay, let's see
okay.
who bells the cat right.
I'm the only
Right.
one that went with DC at top. Okay.
Yeah.
And I know nothing. Okay, right, guys. Like I said, thank you for listening. That got a
Thank you,
little
guys.
bit off tracks at the end there. Thanks for listening. Tune into Gulf News. Tune into all our videos, all our chats, all our reviews, all our analysis. They're all there at golfnews.com, and we will join you again tomorrow.